Mostly Lag responded with suggesting Goblin with a fat ass.
Yes. Hello, lovelies. We didn't quite have technical issues. I forgot to move Arlene back to... Get back to your corner,
I'm in
you.
charge!
No, back to your corner.
Hey! Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Hello,
Hello,
lovelies.
honey.
How are you all doing? Welcome for the Geese of God. I will have a visual up soon for you.
I've read nothing except for the gods.
It's okay. I have prepped nothing except
I know what a goose is. That's my prep.
hello,
Have any of
Chippy.
you even
Hello,
picked your goose
Leo.
species?
Hello, Seven.
Conceptually.
Canadian.
Hello, Cat Lover.
No, British.
Okay, so this is a role-playing game.
How am I doing this?
There before the Geese of God. To read Saint Martin and the Geese. Martin of Tours, a man who would become the patron saint of beggars, soldiers, innkeepers, horses, winemakers, reformed alcoholics, and all of France, is hiding in a shed. Agents of the church are seeking to consecrate him as a bishop, but he is uninterested in a life of inimical politics. However, there are geese in the shed. Disturbed by his presence, they honk and draw the attention of his pursuers, who ordain him against his wishes. I will be playing as Martin of Tours, as well as everyone else. I am the GM. They, the lovely players here, are geese, imbued with the powers of divinity.
Am I just gonna be... Since you gesticulate...
I mean,
am I just gonna be... Because you gesticulate in the real world and I am, like, sitting next to you, whenever you refer to the players, are you just gonna gesticulate my way like you just
I don't
did?
know.
God, I hate that word.
It's a real word.
I know it's a real word. That I still hate
Gesticulate's
it.
a good word.
It's a great
No.
word! It's like vernacular!
No.
And I've given a link
That's
to
your
all of
word.
you for this roll 20
Oh, and I'm
so that
sorry,
you
oh.
can
Oh,
you
and
know,
I'm sorry,
roll.
not all of us can have one-syllable words, thank you.
So
It sounds too much like
this
testicle.
is- oh, this is gonna be something. So, has everybody chosen what their divinity is?
Yes!
Essentially.
Yes.
Great. Let's go down the list. Arlene,
Which
dear,
is-
what's yours?
Hold on. Oh,
Fantastic.
shit. Sorry, I was pounding my chest so hard to get that out. It hurt. I want to be Gabriel.
Okay, Gabriel, who has the specialty of flapping their wings. Their duty is to revelation, and their domains are messages and earth. Loss, what is your divinity?
I have chosen to be Uriel, the guardian of paradise, the righteous eye of heaven, all-knowing. My specialty is hissing, my duty is vigilance, and my domains are portals and flame.
Interesting. Sparrow, your turn. What is your
Wait,
divinity?
can they double pick?
Yes, you can. You can double up on the divinities.
Okay.
Raphael.
You are Raphael, the Prince of Healing, mender of ways, benevolence unfathomable. Your specialty is honking, your duty is restoration, and your domains are physical elements and air. And finally, Owen, what is your divinity?
The right hand of God is ripe for the taking.
Yeah, nobody's
I
taking
know it
that
is,
one.
but I really had my eyes on Raphael.
Then also be part of Raphael.
I am also blessed by the angel Raphael.
Yes, let's get some honks in the chat.
I will not be honking for the duration of this stream.
This is gonna be something.
And I can't wait for the neighbors to complain.
Okay, so we are going to start off with what is the best name?
What do we do?
Let's see. Scenario number 1. Let's go with so here we see Martin having escaped from the shed, pursued by his feathered followers. And as he continues past his said, trying to escape from these feathered fiends who are chasing him, he winds up in the mountains, where bandits have set up an ambush. Very quickly, Martin is wrapped up, tied, and held at sword point by bandits. And you, Geese, are again charged with making sure that Martin, is good, seen as saintly, divine. He has no power himself. He's your puppet. What if does anyone want to do anything to start off?
Oh, so we're protecting this guy?
Protecting, making him look all good and everything, that sort of stuff.
In order
Ooh,
to.
I know!
Okay, you first.
Oh, I'm sorry, you can go, Lots.
Alright then. My duty, of course, is vigilance. I feel being vigilant against the assailing bandits is a very easy call to my duty here. I wish to, at Martin's flank, hiss at the bandits, making myself look like a big, scary goose to just dissuade them from attempting to rob and assail this holy, venerated man.
Okay, I will say that fits under your specialty and duty. So, please roll for me 6d6.
Okay.
Now for the dice part of this game.
Yes, I'm gonna have to write these down as I do this because I only have 3d6 in front of me.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't actually own that many different dice sets.
You
Ugh,
could always
that's
use the
unfortunate.
digital dice.
Oh, where's my pile of dice?
Frankly, I should have, but I'm already into this. Okay, my first results are...
I'm going to say that this is a simple scheme of 3. Difficulty 3.
I thought that was depending on how many layers you put into it, but okay. My first layer is 5, 5, 4, 4, 2, 2, and I believe I explode the successes.
Yeah, so how many successes was that to start off?
3.
Okay, so
No.
that was...
No, that's 4 successes.
Yes, we are on roll 20, technically, for anyone who wants to use the digital dice.
I'll probably use that next time, but I have...
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yes. All right,
Digital
and then...
dice are
Now,
though.
so, you succeeded on that part. Would you like to resolve the action, or pass it on to another player to continue on?
Well, actually, my successes explode. I'm going to explode my successes.
Well, you have to describe how you make the situation more chaotic, unpredictable, or dangerous.
Oh, I could help.
So, you spread your wings and you start hissing at these bandits. The bandits all turn, just stunned, just like, where did these geese come from? Martin looks over, just like, these geese, they followed me from my shed. They're not my geese. I mean, they could be my geese, but they're geese, and I don't technically own them.
Okay, in order to make the success explode, I'd like, in my hissing vigilance, to have one of these bandits fall over on the ground, but as they're scrambling on the ground, coincidentally draw the symbol of the cross into the dirt.
Okay. Roll your exploding successes.
There are 4 of them. I miscounted earlier. It's 4 successes I had.
Okay, roll your exploding successes. Oh, and how many of those dice rolled 1 to begin with?
None of them rolled 1 to begin with, but I did just now
Excellent.
roll 3 ones in a single success.
Oh, excellent! So, you flap your wings trying to knock over one of the bandits, and writing in the ground the symbol of Christ itself, the nice cross.
Jesus.
However, at a 3 failures.
I swear to God, if she crawls in there, I'm gonna scream. Oh my God, she crawled in there.
Our cat has been very much trying to get in our trash can. That's unrelated. No, that wasn't me throwing myself to the ground. That was my cat getting into our trash can.
The raccoon!
Not quite raccoons, but agents of hell. These hawks come down from the sky and just start swarming everyone. You all, as the divine geese that you are, can tell that these are hell vultures and hell hawks that are assailing everybody. The bandits all start to freak out a little bit. Oh, he summoned the animals! He's a witch! Any other geese want to do anything?
I'm not quite done yet. I have a single success that will still keep exploding. I'm not letting this go. I'll start running around frantically to intimidate them even more.
Okay, roll that success.
That's cocked. It landed on the keyboard. That one just landed on the ground. That's another one.
Okay, as you encounter a new challenge, one of the hawks decides to pick you up and carry you into the air. You are being suspended by its talons. Now, would you like to finish resolving this action, or would you like to pass things on to another player?
If anyone's willing to continue, please go ahead.
I want to use my godly power. I don't know, Earth Angel. What kind of abilities are these? What's Revelation mean?
Figuring things out. Like,
Knowledge,
identify.
basically.
Identification, knowledge.
Okay, but I have the domain of duties. Duty. So, God, is it possible? I know I can't really talk, but can I give revelation? Can I give a message to everyone? Be gone, mortals, or go away, or something like that, or just a loud, really loud honk that scares them.
Okay, I will say since that hits your duty but not your specialty, you only get to roll 4d6.
Okay,
So
but it hits my domain.
would you like me to just roll it on the?
I have a fucking calculator screen. I don't want your rolls.
Okay, then roll.
You will not corrupt
The
our dice,
domains are
Ethan.
for miracles, which I feel like if you're a goose,
Wait, how many
may
successes
qualify
do
as a
you need?
miracle.
For this, I'm going to say it's also a 3.
So do you have to hit it and above?
Yes.
So I got a 3, 1, 2, 6. So that
3,
makes 2.
1, 2, 6. So that would be
2.
3, 1, 2, 6. That is 1 success and 1 failure.
Okay.
So, first of all, you don't beat the thing. Abject failure. You try something else. But, as another new challenge, another hawk has picked you up as well. There are now 2 geese suspended up in the air as these hawks are flying around, just tormenting everyone a la Australian magpies. The other 2 geese, Owen and Sparrow, what would you two like to do?
Wait, can I continue? Because I haven't actually.
She may explode her successes.
Oh, that's right. You may
Yeah.
explode
Oh my
your.
God!
I am also new to this.
Can I? If I do a specialty now after the actions happen, do I get to add dice rolls to that?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. It's whatever you would like. You can resolve the action, or spend a success to pass it to another player. So you have to use one of your successes to let someone else.
So
take
we
it.
just had Owen basically go. Not Owen. We basically had Let's Go 3 times.
I am new to this as
Then
well.
maybe we
If
should
you
have planned it for a
If you
bit.
keep rolling high, you keep going.
Yes, things keep happening.
All right.
The chaos is fun.
I have a bit of an idea. Hint, hint.
I'll
wink,
pass
wink,
it. I'll use my success to pass it on to Owen.
Hang on, let me get the cat out of the trash can. S'more, come here.
Here, you're.
Chat, I want you to know that S'more, the trash can is closed. S'more specifically knocked it over so it would open up and fell inside.
She loves
Buckle up,
bastards.
Anyways, continue on. Uh, continue on.
Okay, so have I officially officially been past this
Yes.
past this action, this scheme? Okay. I, Raphael 2, will be performing a miracle.
Okay. So, a miracle, for once per scene, you can perform a miracle within your domain, as long as you can make it seem as though Saint Martin did it. Your domain is restoration. Your domains are
I
physical
am
ailments.
Raphael. My domains are physical ailments and air.
Are we sure that S'more isn't a raccoon? She might be. Anyway, what is your miracle going to do?
So, within my domain of air, I am going to I need to cook this for like 10 more seconds. It's almost done.
Lot of time.
Okay.
Are we just waiting on Owen to finish making food?
Huh? What? No, I'm cooking up a scheme. I'm cooking up a miracle.
Oh yeah. Well, go on.
Okay. So, I am going to I'm gonna get down low to the ground. I'm gonna be all stealthy like for a moment, and I am going to nibble. I'm gonna like bite or like I'm gonna bite Martin on like the toe or something to try to get him to get him to cry out. Just to get him to make a sound, and then right as he's making that sound, using a miracle within my domain of air, I create an explosion of wind, like gusts of wind radiating out from Martin that throws all of the agents of God, these hawks that are creating chaos. It banishes them away. It throws them far into the sky. It throws them beyond where the eye can see.
Okay, with a powerful miracle, Martin shouts up and says, "Ah!" And as he does, powerful wind blows away. The agents of hell are pushed far back beyond the horizon. Your two geese friends also end up falling towards the ground, but they land safely thanks to your updrafts that you created. The bandits all look over. They start bowing a little, just like, he is divine. He has sent cast away those devious honks. He is but great and powerful. Truly, he has the spirit of God within him. Martin just kind of is like, yeah, that was me. Yeah, I did that. It was totally me.
He's a bad liar.
And Sparrow, you haven't done anything at all. What about you? What would you like to do?
He's cooking.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think I'm good for now.
You're good for now? Okay, you've just been sitting there watching this whole
Yeah.
debacle go down.
Just
Tobacco!
soaking it all in.
So as the geese land on the ground and stuff, the bandits are praising Martin. They wonder, Sir Martin, is there? We've been sorry. We don't want to be bandits or anything. We've been doing so because our crops haven't been doing well, and we've been hungry, and we need money for food. Can you can you come and bless our farms to restore our food for us? Martin looks over at the geese, who he's just kind of like, he's looking at the geese for.
The geese excitingly nods.
I honk encouragingly, like,
I mean, sir.
Also honk quite encouragingly for my specialty.
It's like, yeah, sir. I can totally go bless your crops. Please, lead the way. Perhaps I shall get to partake in some of these delicious, divinely grown, blessed crops. And so the bandits lead Martin, as well as the gaggle of geese that are following behind him, to a small farm where you can see that the crops are not growing well at all. They very clearly have not been doing crop rotation properly. They are trying to do corn. It is not working. It is not corn soil right now. But they don't really have other options. The geese, as they get to the farm, Martin looks over to goes over to the geese and just like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but look, you clearly were helping me. That or I'm going crazy or something. Anyways, I'm not a farmer. I'm a drunk. I like to drink. And I don't know the first thing about farming. So, but you are animals. Clearly, you must know something about farming as your animals. What should I do first to help these people?
I start making lines in the dirt, I guess. Like
Also, your
try and
domain
show off
one
like
of your
tilling
domains is
soil.
Earth.
Okay.
domains are just for miracles.
No, I mean they're still
oh.
relevant.
I
We
mean,
can
like,
do a
yeah,
miracle every scene.
Yes, this is technically a new scene.
Okay. I
By the
would
way,
like to
Owen,
do a
you're like
miracle then.
Owen, your divinity comes back. By the way.
I'm gonna do a miracle.
Okay, what is your miracle going to be?
I am going to share the message of how to farm by molding the earth in a way that kind of like diagrams, I guess, how to plant a seed.
Okay.
Don't bite me!
So
Okay, go on.
so you, in your divine power and wisdom, start writing out blueprints in the dirt for what people should be doing.
Thank you, Sora.
Martin
Wow.
looks at it just like, I understand none of this.
No, I was trying to show up. Like I
But okay, so clearly you want me to do something. You want me to do artwork. Clearly, that's what it is.
I slapped him.
Oh, don't you flap at me, you birds. Clearly, artwork. That is how they will save them. They clearly must do artwork in order to make money for food. That's what you meant, Geese. Clearly,
So
right?
stinky. God.
I have some questions about these crops.
Yes, what are your questions about these crops?
What appears to be wrong with them? Are they suffering some sort of blight? Is the soil maybe not nutritious to the corn? Is there a lack of water within the soil?
It definitely looks like one, lack of nutrition. As I said before, they are not doing proper crop rotation. They are draining those nutrients from the soil. And as a result, the crops aren't growing well and are susceptible to pests and blight. Right now, it's mostly pests. You can see that a lot of the leaves and foliage and stuff have been eaten. And whatever would be there, it's really nothing good. Or edible, obviously. So, For right now, you don't see any of the bugs around that are causing the problem, but you can see evidence that they were there.
May I go searching for these pests?
You may go searching for these pests. I'm going to say, since that's fitting under vigilance, roll me 4d6.
Okay, I think I figured out the correct thing to do on roll 20, so I'll try this.
Smart's chasing her tail.
Uriel the goose starts sprinting around looking for sources of flies, locusts, the like.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay, that I don't think that necessarily counts because I don't think that worked the way I thought it would. One
Rolled an
moment.
11.
Yeah, you rolled an 11.
Because of the way I did it, it was clearly not correct. I'll just roll it normally for now. 2 successes.
Okay, and
Yes,
one
and a
fail.
1.
So you are
Why? No.
so you have 2 successes and 1 failure. Would you like to resolve the action? Would you like? Well, yes. Would you like to resolve the action, pass it along, or continue? Resolve would be doing the explosions, and as well as the failures.
Do I know if I have located the source of these blighted insects yet?
No, that will be part of your resolve.
Then I will continue rolling. I will explode my successes.
Okay, so you're resolving. So the first thing that you notice is that, again, these things are not very well kept at all around this farm. And you'd also find that not only is it a lack of good crop rotation and a plague, an insect plague, but there's a small obstruction of stuff blocking the flow of water to this farm. So there is no proper irrigation either. Continue resolving your...
What is it that is blocking this flow of water?
It looks like a buildup of sticks, stones, and other sorts of things. A few broken bones.
Okay, with my next roll, these 2d6.
Yep.
I'd like to hiss and gesture for Martin to come over. Martin to come over here.
Okay.
And not just that. I'd like to get him to pour some of his alcohol upon this debris.
Okay.
That this drunkard is carrying around.
Okay. Roll then 4d6.
I believe since the continuation should only be the 2d6 for my.
Well, it's that, but you're also getting him to hiss. You're also hissing.
Oh, okay.
And that is your specialty.
In that case, 2 more successes and another 1.
Okay. Would you like to resolve or pass?
Can I use a miracle end pass?
Yes. Yes, you may. So if you use a miracle, dice roll wise, you can re-roll all the dice showing a 3 or less.
Then I will do so. I'll re-roll the 2, the 3, and the 2 1s,
Okay.
which will be 4 more d6. So instead, those are 2 5s, a 4, and a 1. That's 3 more successes, and I retain a 1. And by doing a miracle, after having gestured and gotten Martin to pour his alcohol upon this debris, I'd like to use my domain of fire to summon fire from me, but I'm so close to him. It looks like it's from Martin, to burn away the debris and begin the flow of water into the crop fields,
Ooh.
and hopefully even extend this fire towards the nearby insects that have been blighting these crops, so that they may continue to flourish and grow in the coming harvest.
Excellent, excellent. But as you do so, that 1 you rolled, you
Only
don't...
1 1. I got to reroll the others.
Yes. However, these aren't just any ordinary locust problems. These are a bit more hellish in nature. So as you try to light this alcohol fire, it starts to burn away the debris, yes, which you can find also have houses some of the hell locusts. However, hell locusts are not only immune to fire, but can catch fire. You now have a bunch of flaming locusts that are around. Martin looks at this and just goes, bugs, and starts to flail around wildly, getting the attention of all of the farmers and bandits who are trying to figure out just what this man is doing.
I'd like to pass along my roaring success to another willing goose, if they so please. Then.
Okay, who would like to be the next willing goose to do something for Martin here?
Man, these locusts really put a wrench in my plan that I was cooking up.
Yes, they have.
Mm.
They are hell locusts.
Hmm.
To pardon our slowness, geese do not have very large
I
brains.
know what to do.
Oh, and what would you like to do?
I want to flap with them and say, "Be gone! Go away! Get out! Leave! We're trying to do good shit."
Okay, roll me 4d6.
Can you say that again in goose language?
To get revelation, you would have to give someone else, like, divine knowledge or inspiration.
Divine inspiration.
Okay, fine. I got a 6, 4, 2, 4.
6, 4, 2, 4. Okay, that's 3 successes.
I'm flapping with them. Go away, go away.
Would you like to resolve this or pass this on to another player?
What happens if I only use a success to pass it on? What happens
Yes.
to the other two?
They continue on that, so if you pass, they commit to the scheme and roll as above, then either resolve or pass themselves.
Do you guys have any idea on what to do, or do you want me to resolve it?
Depends if the flapping blew away the locusts
I
or
mean,
not.
it's 3 successes. If I resolve it, that sounds pretty. I got a 6 and 2 4s. That's pretty good. I mean, let's resolve it. See if that works. I'm gonna fuck the fucking looks.
Okay, so that's 3 successes. I will say that fits that scheme. You flap your wings aggressively at these locusts, and the locusts, seeing you now as a much bigger target and bigger threat, decide to fly away. But you hear them vowing vengeance that they'll be back again one day in the future. They fly away. The debris burns up, and Martin turns around to the bandits and farmers. It's like, I totally meant to do that. I have fixed your water problem, and with that, you should have better crops. I've solved your problem. He looks over at the geese. Did I solve all the problems?
I mean, we did, but you know.
I am exhausted from performing a miracle.
Sparrow, Owen, either of you like to do anything?
Possibly.
And what would you like to do?
These schemes.
Yeah.
Well,
Can I honk at him and make him like raise his arms? And as he does, can I use a stand back next to him, use my power of restoration upon the land to like restore it?
Smart.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's a little trickier since you're doing a big area. You're going to need to get a total of 6 successes. For
Oh,
that.
that's so hard.
Oof.
And this is why you can pass it on to other players who continue it on.
Alright, you do it and then pass it on to me.
So, since you are hawking and doing restoration, that hits specialty and duty. So, please roll me 6d6. Ouch!
Oof.
Do you have any successes?
Those
No.
are 0 successes.
Holy
Those are-
shit.
That is 0
Those are rough.
success.
Those
May I
are
suggest
rough.
Sparrow, what
performing
the
a miracle?
hell? I thought my fiance had worse luck. And you
Those are some rough dice.
Sparrow, I don't want to tell you what to do, but if you don't use a miracle, shit's gonna get bad real quick.
Alright.
You just doomed this whole place.
Alright. So are you going to
We got this.
are you going to channel your miracle, or are you just gonna let this happen?
I mean, you can just let it happen. This guy is an idiot.
I'm pretty sure if I let this happen, the gates of hell will just open up in the middle of this farm field.
I agree.
Okay.
No, Leo, it's not 7 failed rolls. It's only 6 for now.
I failed every roll. That is.
Yeah, you couldn't even have
Those
the
are
sense
rough.
to pass it on to someone else.
So, are you performing a miracle, or are you going to let this resolve?
You can't let this happen, brother.
So with miracles, I lose my divinity for a little bit.
You
Yes.
will lose your divinity.
Yes, you lose your divinity for a bit. So, say if the agents of hell come up and do something, or if one of the humans tries to do something to you, you're basically defenseless.
You can join me in content goosdom.
You're not defenseless. You just have the defenses of a normal goose.
Yeah,
Yes,
which are also pretty terrifying.
indeed. Don't worry, you'll come back.
Instead, can I use my miracle? I'm going to use my domain of air to change some weather patterns to get some rain over the fields.
Okay.
This is my fault.
Please re-roll me then 6d6.
I fucked up. This cat
You better not roll
makes me
more
do
ones.
stupid
They-
Okay, there's one, but that's also 3 successes. Would you like to resolve it, or spend a success to pass it on to another player?
Who still
Oh,
has
don't
their
worry,
divinity?
Leo. I know.
Well, you don't. You also you can explode your successes. That thing. So you don't have to do either of those yet.
Yes.
What's exploding your successes do again?
It means you get to roll anyone that rolled above a 4. It still counts as a success, but you get
Yeah,
to roll
it's
it and see if you get more successes.
Yeah, it's basically banking. It's banking those successes and then rolling the dice again.
Okay.
But the more that you roll, the higher the chance you'll get ones.
True.
There's more of an odd that you'll get something good, but there's still a chance you make things much worse.
Well, please don't throw up. Okay, she was doing that.
So, no,
So
bad.
can I explode only one of my successes to try to reroll that one?
All successes explode.
So what do I do? Do I just re-roll it?
You can only do all or
So-
none of them.
Yes. So it would be, if you would like to explode them, it would be 3d6.
Do I go gambling?
Let's go gambling. We are geese. If things get worse, it's also the Saint's fault, so we can just pin it on him. We'll come back. He won't.
The scenario where we need more.
Owen's glitching out. I think what he's trying to
Okay,
say
good. I
is
thought that was my phone.
we need
Jesus.
Martin alive. We need to get him canonized, or God's gonna take away our badge.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Your badge and your heaven gun.
Oh my God! You flip the pages
Mom,
in
I'm
this
gonna use
app
a
by
new
hitting
pair
the
of
volume
shoes.
button.
To just cut your losses if you don't wish to. You want to give up on the scheme, but that.
I mean, I don't. I mean, I don't care. You
Also
choose
2,
what
a
to
5,
do.
and a 4.
Okay, that's not bad. So that is a total of 1, 2,
good.
3, 4. That is 5 successes, which you're still 1 short of succeeding.
I think it may be beneficial to pass this to a
So if you
currently still holy goose.
so
Do
how
you think that would be?
after reading it and double checking again with my because I have checked there's no one else who has really streamed this or done videos on
I wonder
this.
why.
Yeah, jeez.
So what you'll do is you'll go down from 5 successes to 4. You'll pass this on, and then someone will choose what actions they're doing, and they'll roll those dice, and that'll get that 4 successes that you have will add onto whatever successes that they got. But at the same time, since you passed it, your failures then will activate.
Failure, singular.
Sorry, failure. So you can let this resolve right now, where you've got a 5 out of the 6 that you need, and then the problems will occur since you rolled at least a 1, or you can pass it, in which your problems will still occur, but it's possible that whoever's next will get to go on.
Who's the last remaining?
Oh wait, that's
holy
right.
goose?
Your successes explode actually,
all-
so you get to roll 2 more d6.
Oh, I do.
Well, he can explode the successes. He doesn't have. He can explode the successes, or he can pass to another goose, or he can resolve.
I
Those
believe
are
Owen is correct.
there's 3.
Yes.
He has 3 options at this point.
So what are your options?
You can either
You-
create more
You
chaos.
either
and
continue it yourself, let someone else continue it, or you let things play out as they are.
Who's the last remaining holy goose?
I have not made any miracles. I am currently holy. This scene.
Then you
at
can
the
do it.
farm.
Do you
I
want
just
to
need-
do you want to continue the chaos since you're basically the same?
Probably. I need to consider what I will. We've talking.
You
I'll
are
pass it on to
gosh.
Owen's robot.
We're losing you again, Owen.
We're losing him.
The holy powers were too much for him. He was prepared for Goose, but he was not prepared for God.
indeed. So, Sparrow, are you going to play it, pass it, or let it? No, there's not really a good one. Are you going to resolve, pass it, or continue?
I was gonna say to pass it to Owen, but I think he's
Yeah,
currently dying.
Oh wait, can you not hear me?
We can hear you now.
You
Oh.
were roboting something fierce.
Oh, that's so silly. Yeah, I was saying I am willing. God, what is my connection doing? I'm willing to take on the task of finishing this scheme, but I need to be reminded what has happened in the last 10 seconds because we've been talking about rules for so long that I can't remember.
So right now,
I failed momentously, and now I'm
Sparrow
trying to
is
fix it
trying
back.
to bring in a rainstorm in order to revitalize the land. He's currently at 5 out of 6 successes and has
That I
one
remember.
and has
I remember
one
this.
failure.
I know the numbers. That's just all that I remembered. Okay, the rain is coming
Yes. So, Sparrow, are you passing it along?
Yes.
in. How shall I make
Awesome.
use
So
of
the
this
one
situation?
failure goes through, and the new challenge that arises is the fact that with Martin running around like a chicken without its head, the bandits have started getting a little concerned, especially considering that Martin kind of blindly ran through some of the fields of crops. So there are now less crops that can be revitalized. So, Owen, continue on. What would you like to do?
Sorry,
Oh, and he's dying again.
um,
E.
Oh, and I heard none of that.
Oh, and you're dying something fierce.
Owen, man, it's just typing what you're trying to tell us.
Is he? Is he typing?
Who knows? Who knows if he can hear us, to be honest.
Oh, there he goes.
Damn.
Well,
We lost him.
he gone. He's absolutely gone. Well, both of you. Well, both of you, since you don't have miracles, but you still have divinity with you a bit. So, you don't have your angelic powers, but you still can roll the 2d6s to do something. Or
In order to give Owen a
Respect.
moment of his time, may I accept the scheme and do something that we don't need the power of God for, but we do need the power of a goose.
yes, you may.
So there are still bugs in the air, correct?
yes, there.
I'd like
No,
to eat the. Oh,
the bugs have left.
never
were-
mind then.
They were blown away. But right now,
Wait, no, I do have a plan.
a rainstorm's trying to be formed, and you have Martin trampling a bunch of crops.
I would like to, in his wake, fertilize the crops behind him. I would like to shit. Trailing
Okay.
behind him.
So I think that the wind just knocked out my internet
Oh
Damn.
no.
or something like that.
That's
So,
Sparrow. I thought you were supposed to
So-
bring the rainstorm over here to these farmers, and
It's
here
something
you're
wrong, Storm.
tormenting Owen.
so I'm now on my phone, and I
Goodness.
Power's not out though, is it?
think that this should work. I think this should work. I hope it doesn't use all of my data.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, let
Okay,
us hope.
can you recap what the new problem was, because my
The-
connection dropped
No
out
problem.
and I didn't hear a single word you said when you were describing that.
The new problem is that Martin is currently trampling on the crops, so there's now less crops that can be revitalized.
Who was trampling on the crops?
Martin, the guy who you're trying to make look good.
Interesting. What shall I do with this situation?
Yes.
There's also a potential rainstorm.
Yeah, the rain is approaching, and Martin is being a nuisance.
Yep.
With your powers of honking and restoration, what do you do?
I will. So, wait. Okay, no, that wouldn't be useful. That wouldn't be useful at this moment. Never mind.
So what'll it be?
Your data is good, Owen. That is what you've been informed.
I'm thinking. I'm cooking. We're working on it.
If you'd like more time to think, we can go ahead with what I was intending to try.
Yeah, that may be
Okay.
If you are another willing goose, you
Yeah,
should.
I'd like to
you
solve for
should
time
take
by
it.
being a willing goose, following Martin, and shitting to fertilize the crops.
Okay, please roll 2d6.
Here's hoping I get at least one success to pass on to Owen. I got 2 successes.
2 successes! Would you like to Would you like to explode, pass, or resolve?
I will expend one success to pass on to Owen.
Okay. You have passed it on to Owen.
Only bought him a little bit of time.
So that puts us at.
That does
I think
put
that's
us.
like exactly.
So there were okay. I'm running through it in my head. We had
You had 5.
We had 5. One was spent to pass it to Lots. Lots
Yes.
rolled 2, spent 1 to pass it to me. So that means we are currently at 5 successes.
That is correct.
I am a divine goose,
Yes.
carrying the spirit of Raphael, the Prince of Healing,
Yes.
and I must do something.
And what is that something going to be? Come on, healing master.
Do we see the? How close are we to the townspeople? The townspeople are like, are there a lot of people gathered here watching, or
There's at least a good 7 farmers and bandits here that are witnessing this display of Martin's somehow divinity. Clearly, this man is but a patron saint, as he lets a goose shit behind him, as he has dispelled away the fire locusts and dispelled away the hellhawks. Clearly, there must be something special about this man, but how can you make him seem even more special?
Can I consider the I keep running into the same wall. So, god damn it. Can I use technically the rules as written way that a miracle works is re-roll it, or do we have? Hold on, my
You
brain
can't
is, like,
re-roll.
not working.
You cannot re-roll any of the previous rolls. You can only re-roll your own.
So those are not the old roll. The rolls of the previous geese are not considered to be
correct.
The way the passing will work is you begin rolling from effectively the beginning. Any failures you roll are in your pool. You only re-roll your pool.
Well, it's not re-rolling. It's not re-rolling
failures. Just anything, anything 3 or less. So not necessarily just failures.
Come
on, Owen.
Okay, but anyway, okay. I got that was we got sidetracked on that one.
Yes.
What I was actually meaning to ask is, rules as written, the miracle is used to re-roll low rolls. But
yes.
Can I expend a miracle as just? Can I expend a miracle to just make something happen as a part of my scheme?
No.
And just call that? I
No.
cannot.
No.
Fuck.
I feel like some of us already used our miracles on. When you could expend yours, we could move on to the next scene.
Well, he'd have to do a thing. He would have to do an action and then a miracle to make it work better.
Yeah. Okay. So you said there's a small group of people at the watching. Can I see any more just around? I would like to take flight, and I would like to take flight and search for other nearby people, and then honk at them to try to guide them. I was gonna say honk at them and try to lead them, but I don't think they would follow a goose. But they would most certainly run away from a goose. So I'm gonna I want to take flight, find some nearby people, and just start like honk and hiss
Okay.
threateningly at them to get them to run in the direction of Martin, so that more people will witness his divinity as the rain begins to fall.
Wonderful. Please roll me 4d6.
Don't fuck this
Alright.
up.
This okay.
How bad could
4d6.
it be?
Okay, that is a 5, a 5, a 4, and a 1.
Okay. With a 5-5-4-1, would you like to continue this, resolve it, or pass it along to someone else?
So that one is going to cause a minor problem.
Yes.
But that does bring us
You
up
do have
to
3 successes, though.
yeah, that's 3 successes plus the 5 we already had. So that brings us up to
8 successes.
8 successes. 8 successes, and there's going to be 1 problem on resolution.
Yep.
I
Try to
think
explode your successes.
I think that's a terrible idea.
You are loving the misadventures of these godly geese. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Seven.
Hey, we're angelic geese. That's heresy, what you just said.
No, you are
You
godly.
know what? I would like to. Can we consider the? So you said that the crops are mostly eaten by the pests, by the hell locusts.
Yes.
And did you say there's also a little bit? Did you say there's a little bit or no, like blight or disease?
There's no
all?
there's no disease. It's just poor crop rotation and locusts.
Can we consider the malnutrition and injury by locusts of the corn to be a physical ailment experienced by the corn?
You know, I'll say yes.
Fuck yeah. I am going to perform a miracle. I'm going to after chasing these people over to where Martin is, I'm going to run by them, and I'm going to run up to Martin.
And
I'm going to run up to Mark. Jesus fuck, I can't speak. I'm going to run over to Martin, and I'm gonna flap my I know what my goal is here, but how do I dress this up? How do I make this? How do I give Martin this win?
I don't know.
Something?
How are you going to do it? How are you going to work this miracle? Go on.
I am going to peck at so. Did we say earlier Martin is holding alcohol of some kind? He spilled some. He
Yes.
poured some of it already. Does he still have some?
Yes, he does.
I would like to, in my infinite chaotic powers as just a normal fucking goose, I'm going to, after chasing these people to the field, take flight, fly directly into Martin, specifically aiming at the hand where he's holding the alcohol flask or the bottle or whatever, so that he drops it and he spills it. And as it seeps into the ground, I'm going to use my miraculous powers as not a normal fucking goose to cure the ailment, the struggles of this corn in the area where the alcohol is spilled, so that the corn that is touched by the blessed drink of Martin will be revitalized.
Interesting. Also, Leo, this is not Martin Luther. This is 1,000 years before Martin Luther came around.
This is Martin of Tours.
Exactly.
He is set to become the patron saint of beggars, soldiers, innkeepers, horses, winemakers, reformed alcoholics, and France if we succeed in our task.
So, for now, please re-roll that 1. So, re-roll that to a D6. Roll 1d6.
Wait, not this die. I want the heavy one.
The tungsten die.
5!
5. Wonderful. So, with all of those successes, everything just comes into perfect play. We've got one goose running around fertilizing the land, as everybody can see that Martin, clearly in all his divine wisdom and knowledge, decided to eliminate some of the old, rugged, irredeemable plants. Get rid of them. Have his geese followers fertilize the land to grow new crops. The rainstorm comes and fills up the aqueducts. It starts irrigating properly and revitalizing the land, and finally using a little bit of guidance as brought by the Gabriel goose. Everybody is able to see as Martin sprays his alcohol everywhere. New crops start to arise from the ground, seemingly out of nothing, defying all scientific reasoning. But this isn't science, this is godliness. And you all witness and watch as the crowd cheers and claps as Martin has risen new crops. They're all cheering loudly. He's done it! Oh, miracle! Saint! Savior! Oh, bring him to the city! He must be revered! He truly is one who can speak and has the power of God! The crowds all cheer and start to bring Martin in towards the city. You all follow along, feeling, some of you feel your divinity revitalize itself.
Yay!
Splendid.
And as the group continues into the city, Martin seems to be getting a little more drunk, enjoying this very fancy wine that clearly has some sort of power or something. And he starts thinking to himself, I guess I must be divine in some way. Clearly I am chosen by God himself. I can do no wrong, and what says I can perform other miracles?
Why do we want to get this guy canonized?
God has told you that he wants it to happen. And he holds his hand up to the crowd. They stop. He gets down. It's like, I can show you for a fact that I am people of Tours. Behold, as I am your new patron saint, as I can perform miracles, and takes a big sip of his alcohol. As part of my divinity, I'm invincible!
No, you're not!
Oh no.
And
Martin's kind of too big for his britches.
I was able to call down the tears of heaven and create new life from the ground where I walked. What is that if not divine? So,
Are you trying to say you're God? Is he trying to say he's basically God?
divine in some way. So, and to prove it, you good sir, and he walks over to a butcher's stall.
No.
Oh,
I make sure to stay very close to Martin.
Me
so-
too.
Same.
butcher,
that's
My
butcher,
power of
my
healing.
good man. I have been able to heal plants. I have cast away hell locusts.
Oh God, he's gonna bring a dead animal back to life.
I can clearly bring back that which was dead and face it off. Sir, that
I thought he was gonna like chop off his
chicken
finger.
that you have there, that you have cut its head off, watch as I bring back it to life. Geese, you
I
heard.
think this one's on you.
Before this one starts,
two
I have a
Raphaels.
quick question. I have a quick meta question.
Yes.
So the end condition of the win condition of this. Per scene we're awarded 0 to 5 points.
I think we learned the point total only at the end.
That's where I was going with this.
Yes,
do
because
we get
I-
to learn
Are you
after
keeping
each
track of
scene
points?
Oh, I'm keeping track
how
of
many
points.
we got, or okay. So
Yes, because I don't want.
we're just
'Cause
we're
I-
in the dark on purpose on that.
Because I did share with you that I did share with you the PDF, and it does show that if you get too high of a success, Martin becomes a bit too popular. And I don't want you to not do things because you know for a fact that you have reached past that point.
Yeah. Okay. That's all.
I think we've been doing very well our past 2 attempts. I think we don't help Martin on this one. We just make sure he doesn't kill himself because he thinks he's invincible.
Yeah.
I think that
I mean, I'm fine not helping. I'm fine watching this train wreck because he's getting a little bit too big. for my
Reviving or
purpose.
fake reviving a chicken isn't exactly part of my heavenly duties, to be honest.
I think
Should I
that we
pretend to
should.
be a chicken?
I think we should help him a little bit. I think that we should try to.
I will perform
I
a miracle
don't-
that makes it sound like the devil will come back if we revive that chicken. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey, you could do
Like,
something like that. That could be part of your scheme.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how, but I think that we should do something for him, but I don't think we should necessarily go all the way and try to bring animals back to life.
I can accept that.
So,
Oh,
what
no, I wasn't
exactly
gonna bring the
are you
animal
going
back to
to
life.
do?
I was gonna do something like, if he tries to bring it back to life, I was gonna send a message of like the animal talking, saying, "Do not bring my soul back" or something, and that's why it's not moving.
I like this idea.
All right, so that's what you would like to do. You would like to scare him into trying not to revive the
No,
dead.
I would like to scare everybody into thinking that as he tries to revive it, yeah, no, wait, I'm just gonna try and scare him.
Okay.
Be like, bringing back the dead, something like bringing back the dead is unnatural and related to Satan, I guess.
If a genie can't do it, neither can he.
The fuck's a genie? Okay, I'm going to say this is a nice difficulty of 6.
So,
As you are trying to put
Don't
you
worry,
are trying to
I can
put the literal fear of God in this man.
Don't worry,
Who-
I can help you out. This.
So, ow, S'more, please.
S'more's putting the fear of God.
Get
in
it.
her.
S'more. She's been
Okay,
fucking with me all night.
So, you are doing revelations.
I could flap around a bit if that means I get flapping.
Okay, I'll allow
I'll, like,
4
as a warning, you know? Because
Four.
it's weird.
D6. Go.
So I don't get the extra.
Oh wait, sorry, my mistake. I misread. 6d6. Go.
I want to scare him, you know, spooky. Oh no. 1 2 1 5 1 2.
Oh.
Repeat that.
That's
1.
rough.
1, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2.
Oh.
Okay.
1 success, 3 ones.
So,
I can't lie.
what
Can I pass it on to someone else?
you can, but then
Wait.
those failures will resolve.
I think you may want to miracle pass it on.
Yeah, you will. It's probably in all of our best interest for you to
Fine,
perform
I'll
a miracle
miracle it.
to get
Can
rid
I
of
change?
those.
Can I cause a miracle? Do I describe the miracle?
You can.
Yes.
What's the miracle?
What miracle do you perform?
Yes.
What are you doing, Michael?
Yes.
Or Gabriel?
Fuck.
S'more, I see you. Stop.
I cause. Since I have the power of Earth. And
You do.
messages,
You do.
When what's his face? Martin says, I'm going to bring back a chicken. Smart! I want the earth to open up
all-powerful
slightly
Okay.
and for a message to ring out singing, taking souls from the divine is sin, or something like that.
Okay. Please re-roll those. So 5d6.
Okay, this isn't that bad. 6, 2, 1, 4, 3.
6, 2, 1, 4, 3. Certainly not bad. So that is then a total of 3 successes and 1 failure.
Okay.
What would you like to do? Would you like to continue? Would you like to
It
pass?
has a 6. It's a rating of 6.
Actually, I don't believe the continuing is optional. I believe that just happens. So,
Well, regardless, we haven't met the scheme totally yet.
re-roll
so we
the 3d6.
5, 3, 4.
All right. That's 2 more successes. 2d6.
6, 6.
6 and 6. 2 more d6s.
Okay, hold on, sorry. 2 and 4.
I will.
That 1 success.
I guess it does say own all successes explode.
I think that my I think that part of the rule sheet is somewhat poorly worded, and
It
in that
certainly
it is quite confusing.
roll
But
I
my
think this is the
time?
correct
Yes.
interpretation.
my
One more.
interpretation of it
5.
is that you can choose to either have your successes explode or
Look, does
resolve.
this not
Because- so
benefit
it
me?
says-
Does
Well,
this benefit me?
This is absolutely
But it says-
benefiting you.
it says whenever you like resolve the action or spend a success.
Actually, no, I do think Owen
Which-
is correct on that. If she wants
Which
to pass,
implies
she can.
that you can do that before the successes explode. But then,
Oh.
if you do allow the successes to explode, then all of them must explode. You
Reminded
can't go,
that this is all of our first times working.
We learned
with
about
That's-
this less than a week ago.
That's
I know,
how I
I said we
interpret
needed
that
before
section.
we
Well,
did. Learning
the good
experience.
news is that you have definitely made enough successes.
Yay.
So, as Martin goes to revive this chicken, everyone feels the ground tremor as it splits open a little, and everyone hears the voice screech out, "Returning the souls of the dead back to the living is a terrible sin. Do not do it again. This is but your only warning." And it reseals back up. Martin kind of looks back, just like, on second thought, I'm not going to revive this chicken. That would be bad. But I still have divinity within me and within my blood. He lays his head down on
Oh, no.
the chopping board.
I've got this. don't
Butcher!
worry.
Butcher, my good sir! Go ahead. If I am but truly chosen by God, he will stop you from chopping my head off.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I've
The
got
God.
this.
butcher shrugs, lifts up his arm, and then Geese, please intervene.
Before he can connect his unholy cleaver with the neck of the saintly Martin of Tours, I'd like to begin hissing at this butcher which definitely applies my specialty of hissing, but maybe applies my duty of vigilance to vigilantly prevent Martin from basically killing himself here.
Please roll the 6d6.
Okay, let's see if I figured out this
Wait.
dice roll.
Are you gonna give the scheme?
Uh,
You need to give the.
Oh yeah, what's the difficulty?
What's the
That is
difficulty
important.
rating?
For this, I'm going to say it's a difficulty of 8, since this man is is practically 1 second away from swinging.
I
He
am
is a
so-
professional.
I am
And
stopping
you're-
him mid-swing as well. Okay, but am I rolling 4 or 66?
6d6.
Good. I think this is how I do it. Yes, it is. Okay, so first layer is 5 successes and a single one.
Okay. Would you like to continue?
I'm gonna
Pass or
continue, but what
Okay.
happens here?
So the new challenge, since you have you hiss wildly in the middle of this crowd that is gathered, the butcher stops, and instead of aiming at Martin, you see that the butcher's knife is about to be let go and fling itself into the crowd.
So somebody in the crowd's gonna
I'm-
die, but
No,
not
They
not
won't.
Barney.
I'm taking one for the team. You've heard of jumping in front of the bullet. I'm jumping in front of the cleaver.
Okay.
As an agent of God, God will protect me.
Okay, so you would like to continue if
Yes.
roll your exploding successes.
2 more successes, no ones.
Okay, so that is a total of 7 successes. You are 1 short. So, would you like to resolve, explode, or pass?
I'd like to expend a success and pass on to a willing goose, or any of you willing.
I don't have divinity.
I
Just because you're not divine doesn't mean you can't help. You are
Yeah,
still
you
a
can't-
goose.
I did
You
help.
can-
I stopped him from trying to bring up a chicken.
This-
you can help
This is
again.
a-
You
Understand, this
They
is a
can-
new scheme. You can help in new schemes.
Yeah, and it can be passed, and also you can hold the talking stick multiple times per scheme. I believe. I don't see any. I don't think there's any rule against passing it to the same person twice if the
Wait,
scheme
hold
goes on long.
Hold
I
on.
agree doesn't mention that, Owen. I think for simplicity, we may have to assume as such.
Yeah,
You,
But,
the 2 Raphaels, you guys have the domain of air. Or why don't you try and use some wind to get the cleaver away? I only have
I was
earth.
thinking more restoration to prevent me from dying.
I'm fucking, well, aren't you?
Well, if you
did you use your miracle?
I guess not. I suppose I am still a
You
Euro.
are. You are not.
people look at you a certain way if you survive the cleaver hit.
No, but
no,
you can
well,
you can move the
He's
cleaver.
going to
and you hold it.
survive because he's still holy.
Look,
He
I
is-
feel I need to pass on regardless. I don't feel confident in my
Yeah.
rolling 2 dice here.
I do feel. I feel like that's the right decision. I'm just.
So do what you
considering-
want, but I'd appreciate someone being willing to pass on.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Do you mean you'll take up the next roll then?
Sure.
Okay.
Any other takers? Because I know she can only do 2d6.
I mean, I could
I
flap.
am. I'm considering my.
Yeah, I'm thinking of
I could flap. Flapping would be
options.
good.
Lynn, when we are unholy geese, just regular geese, do we still retain our specialty? Because that is just
You
know,
do
kind of
retain your specialty, you don't
Okay.
get duty. And obviously you can't perform miracles.
Okay, then I will pass to Arlene with her
All right.
4d6 for flapping.
You
flap.
flap. What how are you flapping and how does this flapping help?
Well, if the cleaver's going directly towards Lots, I'm going to flap and try and move, flap away the cleaver. Like wind, I guess. Use my godly winds.
Okay, please.
Even though I don't have the domain of air, I'm trying to just puff and get it away.
4d6.
2, 3, 4, 5.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is 2 successes.
That
Would
puts
you
us
like...
at 8? Was the difficulty 8 or 9?
The difficulty was 8. Would you like to resolve, pass, or explode?
Guys, help me out. What do I do?
We've already met the bounds for success, and we don't want to get him going too crazy in this one, because we've been doing pretty well so far. I think this is just a fine time to conclude.
Yeah,
I
let's
concur.
conclude.
Agree.
Okay.
The second use of Gabriel.
So, to recap as what the audience sees, this butcher is about to bring down his cleaver onto Martin's neck when a goose starts honking. Hissing.
I hiss, I do not honk.
Yes, hissing.
Very specific.
Startling the butcher, his grip lets go of the cleaver, which flies into the crowd. However, the same hissing goose jumps up in order to take the cleaver shot for someone else when a second goose flaps its wings just enough that the cleaver moves out of the way and lands harmlessly in the sand. The crowd all looks around startled like and Martin gets up. See, I told you, God will intervene for me. And the crowd goes absolutely wild, picking him up, bringing him to the church, cheering, Martin, Martin, Martin.
Wait, aren't saints usually unpopular people at the time?
Who
By
knows?
the majority? Or
I don't know.
just
This-
extremely religious?
This is an alternate history.
Well,
Anyway,
two
I think
notes.
these all...
He's not a saint. He's not a saint yet, and you can't become a saint until you're dead. Our goal here is to get him ordained as a bishop, I believe.
Now,
Or no. Well, he's not. He doesn't become a saint until after he has died.
So,
He's
So we have to
simply
kill
a
him!
bishop.
is everyone in this crowd chanting Martin, or is it maybe a mix?
uh,
Of people
everyone
not-
in the crowd is chanting Martin.
Damn.
Too popular?
And so you follow along as your divine knowledge, especially if you consider you have one with the power of revelations, you all learn how Martin's life proceeds with your intervention. Everything goes according to plan. With a total of 14. You got a 3 points for the first scene. You got a 5 points for the second scene. And you got 13, I miscounted. And another 5 for the third scene. That is a total of 13. Everything goes according to plan. Saint Martin is the patron saint of France. And all the other things, of course. You all have retire very, very happily. God is happy with your work. You retire fat and happy with a fine severance package. Congratulations.
Uriel's going to choose to retire in the Bahamas before they are colonized.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is but for the geese of God. Thank you everybody so much for watching this. I know it was a little rough at times, but thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you very much enjoyed it, and I hope that the lovely gaggle of geese also enjoyed this.
Yes. I maintain I will not honk during this stream.
Coward.
If you like
Lord.
If you like what you saw,
Honk at the
consider
non-believer.
liking, commenting, subscribing, and telling a friend. Every little bit helps. I will be back tomorrow with some Marvel Rivals. I hope to see you then. So, in the meantime, don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. Check out my short forms on Sorts and TikTok. I have an Etsy store and a book on Amazon. Links to everything are down in the description below. Also, join the Discord for fun discussions and announcements. So, until I hope to see you all then. So, until next time, be safe, stay lovely, be graced by the geese of God, make good choices, and I will see you lovely folks next time. Until then, bye now.
Bye.
Go